What's up, everyone? I'm CL Connolly, and as you can see, the sleeping man is not here today, but whatever. Anyway, so got my books. Okay, if you are following me on Facebook, then you already know I have created an event. And what I'm planning on doing is live videos. And I'm just going to go on and do a live video. I'll do a reading from each one of these books. I've already marked it out where I'm going to be reading from. And I'm just going to read a few pages, probably like, a scene or part of a scene to get you kind of interested. So I've planned on doing that. I want to... Okay, so Houston Horror Film Fest was postponed. So it's no longer in June, it's now in September. And I am still attending that one because Scary Dads isn't until October. So we're still good on that end. And they're about a month apart, like literally an exact month apart. So I have to plan everything from now until then for both events because they're a month apart. But that's okay. That's okay. So because of everything that's going on right now and we are all quarantined and we are basically stuck in our homes, somebody needs a new book to read, right? Everybody out there need new books to read. So I figure what I would do is I would go in and, do a live video, read from my books, answer any questions that you might have. I figure I'm going to do it on Facebook only because it's more likely to let me do the entire live video, because I have noticed that some people have been having problems with YouTube kicking them off the live videos. And I'm not even sure how to do a live video on YouTube, to tell you the truth. Just saying. I know how to do live videos on Facebook, so that's okay. Literally, you just click live and you go. But, so I know how to do that. I'm not too sure how to do it on YouTube, but we'll get there eventually. So I'm doing it on Facebook. I'm going to get that live done. And it is April 18th. Now, April 18th is 10 days, exactly 10 days before my birthday. I will not tell you how old I am because I know I don't look my age. So I'm going to go with that. I also don't act my age, so I'm okay with that too. But anyway, so I went ahead and created the event. I want to make sure that there is some interest in it as well. So go over there, say that you're interested or you're going or whatever. It is set for 10 a.m. on Saturday because the 18th is a Saturday. And I just figured Saturday would be better because if people are still having to work during the week, you've got Saturday. It's scheduled for 10 a.m., but if you have any concerns about the time or anything like that, leave a comment either here or on the actual event, and I can always change the time, whether it be earlier or later or, however that's going to work, whatever is best for, anybody's schedule. But I probably will be on for quite a few hours anyway, so you can pop in and out, and it's really not going to hurt my feelings. But it's basically to give a little bit more exposure to my books and everything. So I want to make sure that my books are getting out there, and, because as a writer, it's really difficult to get that kind of exposure without spending a ton of money or having, a traditional publisher. But funny thing is, though, is that there is one of the big five that is being sold. So, and it's Stephen King's publisher. So if anybody knows who that is. But anyway, so my thing is that I don't know where book publishing will end up going anyway. And I think that this is the best route to do this. You've sat and you've created something and it becomes your business. So why not make a business out of it, right? And that's exactly where I'm going with this. I want to make sure that it is completely my business. It is completely, everything. I'm in complete control of everything. So the publishing, the writing, not the editing, because we all know how that goes if writers do the editing. That's the one thing I'm not in control of, is the editing, because I have an editor for that. But so I have created an event. I already said that. But if you're following me on Facebook, you've already seen it. If you're not, go ahead and follow me on Facebook, so that you'll see the event and everything, and you'll be able to go in there and, we can talk and chit chat. And if anybody's sitting at home bored, why not get a book? And if you've already got one, then you can read along with me. I'll even tell you which page I'm reading from, and, everything like that, so that y'all can sit and read with me. It is literally not the first pages, because you can see here, it's not the first pages. Hold on, it starts over here. So you can see where the first pages are. It's not going to be anywhere near the first part of the book. And even well, it is in the first part of the book, but like this one here, let's see, it starts here. So you can see how much of the beginning here. And then in Family Affair, you can see where these are and how much of the beginning of the book. And then this one here, this one is Fundamental Affair. So I will be reading from, where I feel like the best scenes are. That'll get you kind of interested in the story and stuff like that. So that was my whole thing. I went through and I, checked which scenes I thought would be, the most interesting. Anyway, the whole book's interesting, but I'm biased, so. I also, because I am in the process of editing Fruitful Affair, which is the last book in the Affair series, I will be doing a slight reading from that, but you kind of have to give me a little credit, because it is in the crap stage, and that's exactly what I'm going to call it. It is still in the crap stage, because I like to use my beta readers as, like, I can't say my first line of edits, because that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my first round of edits for me, and then I'll go do a second round of edits where I'm reading it to myself, kind of thing. Not really reading it to myself, but like my computer's reading it to me. So once I sit with the handwritten and get all my edits done and then put them in the computer, and then I start editing it that way, I'll print it out and I'll have the computer read it to me. And then if I find anything weird, I'll go ahead and make notes of that, but then I'll send it out to my beta readers as well, so that while I'm making notes of the certain things that are weird to me, the beta readers are looking at it and looking at things that are weird to them. And I know I've already gone over all of this before, but there are several rounds of edits that go through on these books and stuff. And I just want to at least incorporate Fruitful Affair, because it is the last book in the Affair series. It is the next one to get published. Cross my fingers that I might be able to have it done by Houston Horror Film Fest, but at least by Scary Dads, either way. But anyway, so there is a coupon code that has been activated for Fundamental Affair. So if you were at Cult Classic Convention and you purchased any book from the Affair series, you were able to get a coupon for Fundamental Affair specifically. Now, Fundamental Affair can be read at any point during the Affair series. I have it specifically set that way. It is her as a 6-year-old. So technically not only, but that's how it starts, and you get to see her life throughout the foster care system, as she has, made reference to in Forbidden Affair. So you get to see her grow up in the foster care system. So you can read it before Forbidden Affair. You can read it after Forbidden Affair. You can read it, after Family Affair. My thing is, though, is that it has to be read before Fruitful Affair because there's characters in the book that are mentioned in Fruitful Affair, and that's the reason why I wrote Fundamental Affair. Okay? I felt like it would be weird just to bring them up in Fruitful Affair and not actually give those characters a backstory to understand what kind of effect they had on her life, if that makes sense. Anyway, I went ahead and created the event. Go ahead, go over there. Let me know that you're interested or that you're going to be there. Leave me any comments of any kind, either on the event or here on this video, just letting me know if the time doesn't work for you. I put it at 10 a.m. I actually have it scheduled in my planner as 8 a.m., but 8 a.m. just seems completely not a good time because by then I'm probably still trying to get my coffee. And everybody, no, technically no, because I always delete all those parts where I'm just like, I haven't had my coffee yet. I usually delete those parts or stop the video and go get my coffee because my mind is never awake and I don't ever know what I'm talking about. So anyway, that's it. That's all I had right now. There are quite a few things that I'm still working on in the sense of the new series that's going on. There's a lot of outlining still being done. I'm trying to make sure that I have each and every book set up as an outline in order to have it perfect before I start writing it, because I will tell you that this is one subject that needs a lot of research. But like I've said, I've been researching it since 2016, so there is a lot of information. And I may end up having to... They may be really big books, or I may have to extend it to, like, another book. I haven't decided, but I'm still trying to do the 4. Because I don't like long series. I can't deal with long series. I want to stop at some point. The characters have their time. You gotta end it at some point. I don't know. That's just me. Don't listen to me if that's not something that you're thinking the same thing. I mean, to each their own. I just think that 4 is enough. And funny enough, Eli Roth will only do 2 movies. He thinks that, yes, 1 and 2, but after that, stop. And if you actually look at Hostel, you'll see that he did Hostel 1 and Hostel 2, but he did not do 3 and 4. But anyway, I kind of agree with that. At some point, the characters are just done. It's over. You gotta stop at some point. My website is on Facebook. My website is on Instagram. I may have added it to Twitter. I'm really not sure. I barely ever go to Twitter. So, anyway. So, the event is there. Go let me know if you're interested in it at all. Let me know if you're going. Let me know if the time works for you. We're going to try to get some book sales done. If anybody has anything else that they want to see if they can't sell or anything like that, because I know that a lot of these small businesses and stuff are kind of struggling. So if you have any kind of anything that you personally make, whether it be books or something else, you know, let me know when I'm doing the live videos and stuff like that. I'll give you a shout out. I'll send people to your website. I'll try to do whatever I can for you so that, you know, your business that you're starting, or have already established, whatever it is, your small business that, you know, you're the only employee, you're the only one who can do this, you know, we'll see what we can do to try to get, you know, as much traffic your way as we possibly can. And I think that in helping each other in this time while social distancing is probably the best way to get things situated. So let's see what we can do for small businesses, because I know that we try to do this with Small Business Saturday and Sunday right around Black Friday. But, you know, sometimes those don't work either because a lot of people don't know about Small Business Saturday and Sunday. But That's all I got for you. Okay, see you next week. Bye.